Hey guys, how you doing? It's Tuesday, September 64th, right? Just kidding. It's April 7th. This has been the longest week ever. I can't believe it's only Tuesday. It feels like it should be like Frizz Day or whatever. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. I was trying to think of something to tell you, but nothing happens. So, something exciting. Got a new yoga mat because Mr. Potter and I have been doing yoga every day and we needed a new mat. So those actually came today. That was pretty much the highlight of my day, other than, of course, talking to you guys. So quarantine gets kind of boring. But anyway, hope you guys are doing well. And let's read chapter 25. So remember, Bryce kept coming in and Lucius Clark said, you gotta go, you gotta say goodbye. So Edward didn't want him to leave, but he left anyway. So anyways, now we're in chapter 25. You can see all those dolls. So let's see what's happening to Edward today. Okay, technically, of course, he was not alone. Lucius Clark's shop was filled with dolls, lady dolls and baby dolls, dolls with eyes that opened and closed and dolls with painted on eyes, dolls dressed as queens and dolls wearing sailor suits. Edward had never cared for dolls. He found them annoying and self-centered, twittery and vain. The opinion was immediately reinforced by his first shelf mate, a china doll with green glass eyes and red lips and dark brown hair. She was wearing a green satin dress that fell to her knees. "What are you?" she said in a high-pitched voice when Edward was placed on the shelf next to her. "I'm a rabbit," said Edward. The doll let out a small squeak. "You're in the wrong place," she added. "This is a shop for dolls, not rabbits." Edward said nothing. "Shoo," said the doll. "I would love to shoo," said Edward, "but it is obvious that I cannot." After a long silence, the doll said, "I hope you don't think that anyone is going to buy you." Again, Edward said nothing. "The people who come in here want dolls, not rabbits. They want baby dolls or elegant dolls, such as myself. Dolls with pretty dresses, dolls with eyes that open and close." "I have no interest in being purchased," said Edward. The doll gasped. "You don't want somebody to buy you," she said. "You don't want to be owned by a little girl who loves you?" Sarah Ruth, Abilene, their names went through Edward's head like the notes of a sad, sweet song. "I have already been loved," said Edward. "I have been loved by a girl named Abilene. I have been loved by a fisherman and his wife and a hobo and his dog. I have been loved by a boy who played their harmonica, by a girl who died." "Don't talk to me about love," he said. "I have known love." This impassioned speech shut up Edward's shelf-mate for a considerable amount of time. "Well," she said at last, "still, my point is that no one is going to buy you." They did not speak to each other again. The doll was sold 2 weeks later to a grandmother who was purchasing her for a grandchild. "Yes," she said to Lucius Clark, "that one right there, the one with the green dress. She is quite lovely." "Yes," said Lucius. Isn't she?" And he plucked the doll from the shelf. Goodbye and good riddance, thought Edward. The spot next to the rabbit stayed vacant for some time. Day after day, the door to the shop opened and closed, letting in early morning sun or late afternoon light, lifting the hearts of the dolls inside, all of them thinking when the door swung wide that this time, the person entering the shop would be the one who wanted them. Edward was the lone contrarian. He prided himself on not allowing his heart to lift inside of him. He prided himself on keeping his heart silent, immobile, closed tight. "I'm done with hope," thought Edward Tulane. And then, one day at dusk, right before he closed the shop, Lucius Clark placed another doll on the shelf next to Edward. Okay, we're on chapter 26. He gets a new shelf mate. It's kind of hard to say. Anyway, still keep wondering if Edward will ever get back to Abilene. we'll find out. So hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are staying busy and finding fun things to do around the house. Hopefully you're spending lots of fun time with your mom and dad or brothers and sisters and doing your assignments. I'm seeing some really good things on your math. So, all right, guys. See you tomorrow.